How's it going, guys? This is Rob Stanson with TISP Research and Development. It's funny how I get little nonsense of "you could commit suicide." This is from some crazy girl up there somewhere, psychotic, and then stay away from her, and all this crazy thing is like, I hate you, and all this, you should commit suicide. And then you get some guy going, you don't know what you're doing. And then some other thing is like, um, you know, and then some guy gets like some dominant guy, like, I'm gonna kill you and your family, and some other guy, I'm gonna kill you and your family. Your family's dead. And this is HLS, Homeland Security. Now these people are supposed to like um, watch for terrorists and report. Security guards. That's all they are. And they have drone stars that are weaponized, and they're just running amok. Because any other view, they'll just keep on saying he's on drugs or something like that, or to keep up this fight against freaking drugs or whatever, or literally on top of that, call someone a terrorist, like for the TIs and stuff like that. And I'm not on any watch list or anything like that. I won't even know why I would be in the first place, other than just running into one of these operatives, which is the girl I hear and stuff. And basically, because, the fact that she's an entitled, spoiled, rotten brat, I'm being attacked. And people are so delusional, and this person that's supposed to be this demigod, or whatever the heck this guy thinks he is in this world of technology, or of these drones above us, that are plaguing the minds, and to create this facade. Um, Pretty soon people are just going to be just mind controlled. I mean, people, you guys gotta watch out for this, because they can get in your thoughts, and you won't even know you're thinking that. But they usually mess with people that are just naive, or just dumb, or whatever. I don't know what, but it's just, I don't know what's in these people's minds, because I know, because if you take a laser and you shoot it up to one of these drones, their little receiving port in their eye, I mean, literally, my beam will be going this way, and it will focus right on to it. So, which, if they can literally send frequencies of like any frequency of any drug or whatever, they're probably sending themselves frequency speed or whatever. And really, just, I mean, come on, because I wake up in the middle of the night, and they'll still be talking, you know, and I'll wake up and I'll fall asleep, and I'll wake up and they're still up there, like it, like this, and talking. And I'm like, are you serious? You know, what are you doing? Unless you're a robot or some program. Other than that, they're kind of like human behavior, and just kind of woohoo, But with these thoughts of these delusional thoughts of taking over the world, or um, or literally getting in the minds of people and invading their dreams, and getting inside their mind to play these little games, and these fantasies, these roles these people are taking on, or they're being consumed by it, and they're just security, you know. Are they that bored up there? Yeah. And if they're getting sick and tired of watching people, get a new job. You don't belong up there. And the United States of America is putting their faith on security companies and freaking private contractors of these security drone operators, when all they need is just a clean driving record, maybe a drone operating license, I don't know, and high school diploma, and they're automatically a security officer, and and a security freaking little diploma, you get for being a rent-a-cop or whatever. I mean, no offense to those that whoever are out there that are, being good people, but for those that are just delusional and mind controlled of what sort of whatever, but wow. This is where I've come up with my research, and they're able to do it. And the reason why the government freaking hired security companies is just like Afghanistan, is so that way they're not held responsible for their actions. That little thing. So, which enlightens me and tells me, hey, if you don't blame the government, we're good to go. If you go out there and attack the security companies that then in turn with these private contractors that make up these little revenge companies like Revenge for Hire and Nefarious Jobs and stuff like that, do this and plague on people, to get extra money, and off of a job that they just sit there and watch for terrorist activity, which is they are the terrorists, the ones that are terrorizing citizens and everyone. If you're having thoughts that are combative, if you're having ringing in an ear, a little, a snake type ring in your ear, if you're having problems sleeping, someone's in your head, and they go through everyone's head. They're supposed to have one job, and what they're doing is running up against us. And then literally, someone's dropping a little chunk of change. Hey, depopulation. But, they try to pretend that they're doing other things, but they're lying. They're straight lying. And they're doing sick things behind the scenes, too. With their little fantasy. It's sad. And, people need to watch out, and you need to pay attention. Those drones up there have nothing good for you, and they're not doing their job properly. They're using a job that they have and make it into something really personal and biblical, or something just, literally, I don't care what drugs you're doing, whether it's a frequency of a drug or any sort. If your brain or if your injuries or whatever, if you're plagued into this crazy delusion, it don't matter whether it's a frequency or not, it's a drug. Whether frequencies can cause psychotic episodes as well. You hit your brain so much, you'll find your mind will cook with the radiation, no matter what you do. Unless you're shielding like I am. Like this bad boy. This is for stomach portion. This is pure silver. I got my lower back right here. And I got Queen Elizabeth the 4th or the 8th. No, is that 5, 6, 7, 8? The 8th in 1975. It's a little expensive, but I found silver's amazing. This right here is over like $700, actually, and it's pretty badass. It's angels and stuff like that. This is going to be a nice little piece I'm going to make. I find it, since I've shielded with silver for my heart. They can't give me palpitation no matter what they do. I can feel them attacking, at all times because I brought myself back to Mother Earth, and I can feel things. It's not harmful to me anymore, as long as I ground and I have proper shielding. Silver is amazing. I'm gonna try to bring it around the stomach area, cover that, so it can get me sick. And there's one thing that's pretty hard is radiation. With the barium in the air, they'll trigger that. Whatever's caught in your eyes, whatever's in your system, it will last 2 hours. So if you're getting hit and you're feeling like sick and you're like, you can't really focus too much, you're like, they'll hit you with sonic ear. And if you're not shielded like I am, um, you're going to be in a world of pain. Um, and it slows me down, but not as much as it would if you shield it properly. Um, and you take Corella. I take Corella, but I need to start wearing a respirator because it's getting shitty out there. But it will last 2 hours because whatever, if you're minimum, whatever chemtrails you breathe in, you breathe in regular air. If you don't have a air cleaner that zaps like particles and in the air. I'm trying to remember what that is, but can't remember the name of it. Sorry, but literally 2 hours. It lasts me because they hit me a couple times pretty bad, and I just feel the radiation, and it's a green little frequency that goes in your eyes, and you can see it when you close your eyes, and then you'll see the green, and there's a green and there's a red as well. The green is hardcore. It just really activates those barium radiation particles in your system and in the air. After 2 hours, it dissipates and you'll be back to normal. But at that time, you will be slowed down either a little bit like me or greatly without. Um, this is a come on. People should not have to go through this. Nobody, nobody, nobody should be victim of this just because you bump into someone. That's an operator or some stuff like that. I mean, these are it's just it plagued the minds. I mean, someone's really has been doing this for a while with like ham radio operators. They're be weary about those people. And I mean this technology has been going on for a long time, but they've set themselves up in a nice little powerful setup and a delusion of really just rolling stuff and people over. And they're for hire, money and everything. I'm having problems just getting things set up for an investigation because I got all the puzzles. But anyways, look, I mean, even if you're not targeted, you really need to shield your brain. If you think you're not, you are. You are. Because they want everybody just to take this new world order. The reason why they want gun control is because they don't want people going, oh, they're up there. Shoot out drones, Because if we have no weapons to get that high and reach that far, I don't know. I'm saying probably 2,000 feet, maybe a little bit more. I don't know. I try to, but I bet you that's the guaranteed reason why. It's not about freaking. They actually make all these gun shootings and all these school shootings. They trigger teenagers in the head, and they'll just. If you see someone staring at a TV that's with nothing on it, and they're just sitting there, or just sitting there, period, they're actually getting stopped and talked to or forced into, programmed. Watch out for that. It's real. And that's what's happening. I mean, I don't care if you gotta smack that dude and say, stop listening to that fucker. because they can get in your brain when you don't hear it, but you'll get it. Because you gotta remember, things are sent through frequencies, through the eyes, through the ears, and can program a person in the brain, hidden. Okay, pay attention, people. I mean, I know we're pretty far in a game of everything, but still, if they're being very secretive still, there's a chance that we can flip this over. And I mean, I can't believe our government's just letting this happen. Democrats are just horrible. They're just like, really democrats, demons. I don't know, but you never know. Anyways, like I said before, if you're getting V2K and you can give me a verbal description of these perpetrators, I can literally get into their employee. I'll have an investigator and I'll give this to the DA. I don't care, and then we can handle this, down here in the court systems, because I mean they don't know anything about that government shit, and that government shit has nothing to do with the court systems, and vice versa, and you can run it all the way up to the Supreme. But literally, if we can get a lineup and a bunch of TIs and everything will be set up, so everybody can receive a settlement, a verbal description of your perpetrators, and even a visual description will be helpful as well. Any description that you can give me, email me at reversepolarity52@gmail.com. Okay? Alright, guys, I'm out of here. I gotta cook some steak and some chicken. If you guys knew how well my shielding is, you'll live a lot longer. Trust me, because they zap beams into your brain and stuff. My next project is not only finishing my armor to cover my chakras, but I'm going to make this very expensive $900 freaking silver platter. 929 or 999, whatever the heck it is. Silver, pure silver, into a helmet. And we'll see how strong that goes, because silver's amazing. My brain is, my brain's like free and healed. My heart is like a freaking teenage kid that can run anywhere he wants, except I'm not going to run around to breathe these chemtrails hard. That's why, those people that work out and stuff, that's all the ingestion of chemtrails and that stuff going in your blood system and in your body. Just think about, that could be chemtrails are deadly, okay? Everybody seems to get sick when those heavy chemtrail clouds come through, and people say, oh, the winter, chemtrails stick to heavy clouds. Chemtrails stick around and permeate in the moisture. That's why in hot, dry deserts are now, you get humidity. We don't get humidity. Humidity will help your body to ingest it faster, When you see heavy chemtrails, wear a respirator and take Corella or stay inside. Seriously. Because you'll start to notice people will get sick, and people will, automatically, and start acting a little funny too. Pay attention, because it happens, and it is what it is. We need to figure something out, because otherwise we're going to be, or, freaking literally with the roads going, dun, 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 like that. It's already in makings. Alright, guys. Honor, duty, commitment, and freaking, the responsibility to every American and human being of a peaceful world, what we want, and for someone to say we want everything to be at peace and no weapons, this and that, and here and there, and then only just so they can have the power up there to be weaponized and no one else with electronic weapons. What? That's some bullshit. All right, peace out. TISP Research Development signing out.